Hey all, this is Urs, and welcome back. Welcome back to our fight against the zombie hordes. In the land known as, well, you know, they are billions. Mama Urs and I continue to put our heads together, trying to murk these fools and see what we can do out of it. And there we saw we're only getting one more from the attempted splitting of that particular harvesting area. We decided against it. Well, that's pretty potentially useful. But we won't get able to get a double off of that either way. So 4 probably makes sense. Or 3-in-1 iron. I would probably say 3-in-1 iron, because the iron is more precious. But we're probably going to go for the 4 stone here. Knowing us. Yep, that's what we did. 5 iron's pretty good. Take that off of that stack. No probsies. As you can see, we're actually putting down quarries, which we learned definitely from the first game. We definitely got better at that. Get quarries down / profit ? Or something along those lines. Day 65. So, you know, the final sets of unidirectional hordes, as you'd probably appropriately call them, are coming along nicely. I put one there. Stick it in. All right, good. And we'll see how that eventually shakes out.
Tell me your darkest.
Yeah, you're gonna splatter some brains.
This awesome body to
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
And we're gonna start
sir?
clearing
The mighty
this last
Titan is
city.
here.
And as you can see, there's still shit pouring out of it,
So much
despite what
steam.
happened. And if you
Injustice
recall last
found.
episode, we definitely had that, hello.
Yes.
Yes. Quiet.
Indeed.
Got that stone for no reason.
Oh
Yes.
dear.
Good. Extra wood for myself. Anyway, we're saying, goddamn, distracted by voice acting. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to knock the city down. As you can see, the city's still kicking out more dudes. Kind of thought we dragged most of them out of there kicking and screaming, but there's more than we expected. So we're going to have our pack of titans go ahead and deal with that. I'm going to love you.
In how many pieces?
Yeah, it's just, I will not belabor the points I made last episode. Suffice it to say, these gentlemen are fine speakers. Can we go ahead and please kill some more zombies now? Thank you. Come again.
What can I do for you,
What
sir?
you want?
A great machine.
Who you want me
for a
kill?
great
What you
man.
want me do? Vengeance for Zul'jin. God, I miss Warcraft 3. That game was awesome for its time. The thing is, it even kept up well to today, because it had a very unique art style, so it's not like, you know, 7 generations of trying to be hyper-realistic, and it's like, well, that was not even close. The number of polygons are remarkably low. But because they had a cartoony art style from the game, from day one, like, its look, at least, is kept up pretty well, and its game mechanics, obviously, are stellar, so kudos on you, Blizzard, for making a good RTS. Really, really solid. I mean, it was kind of the genesis of the whole current lore for World of Warcraft, so its emphasis was even more significant than the, I guess, the game itself, right? Than just being a good RTS. It basically built the current state of a particular universe. So, you know, I have a soft spot for Warcraft 3. I'll admit, I played the crap out of that one. What did I play in Warcraft 3? Did I play Orcs a lot? I played Orcs a lot. Yeah, I did a lot of work, I think. I didn't play a lot of Night Elf, even though they were really strong. I think I did mostly Orc. Didn't do too much towering, though. I wasn't, like, high level or anything. I just like to go ahead and just spam healing wards with shamans. Get that voodoo hut quick. Good times, man. Good times. It brings back memories. that was definitely a gap in the line, by the way. Hilarious. That could be a gap, too, potentially, depending how you read it. There you go. Good. So now we're locked down, actually. Would have been funny if zombies actually snuck through there and, you know, murked us.
Attention. Building complete.
How are zombie killing titans doing at the city? Because that might be a significant, more significant,
Party time.
let me rephrase, more significant thing to look at than just, you know, minor clearances of the corners of the map. But as you can see, with this particular lockdown of the area, we've gotten a king's ransom in real estate, like really, really good land. What to expand with, and it's really, really solid. So we're gonna obviously be looking at a lot of these quarries, especially the gold ones in the corner.
Attention.
I found that gold quarries are really, 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 really good. I mean, they more than pay for their maintenance quickly, and they're always worth it to put it down. I mean, unless it's like literally one tile, and how does it work? Is it 10? That might even actually pay for itself on its own. I forget how much maintenance quarries are. So please don't quote me on that, but I think that might actually even pay for itself, putting a quarry down on a single gold thing. I mean, obviously, it might not pay for itself in energy. That's another matter. But I'm talking purely from a financial / gold sense. It'll definitely pay for itself. So, you know, good reasons. Straight to their heart. Roger that. Roger that.
Our
There we go.
defenses
Oh,
are being
that little
attacked.
group of executives is not really... Wow, really? You're gnawing on the walls? It's
better
fine.
be good.
I'm gonna deal with this a little bit. We've clearly pulled a little bit here. The explosion's
They
gonna
are
pull even
trying to
more.
break through.
And go ahead and try to deal with this as it comes. Spitters, see, no matter what you do, those guys will end up spitting on you. It's like really rude people at a restaurant. Just can't do anything. No matter what they do, they gonna spit on you. Gonna make you feel like less of a person. Oh well, that's okay. Put that behind them in the same line. Yes, 3 makes sense. This is a very broad front. It's a warm front. And we'll go ahead and deal with the deadheads as we see fit. Namely, with many an explosion and much fun. He's still gonna get a spit off. BT dubs. Oh, no, he didn't. I'm so impressed. I am so impressed right now. Yes. Yeah, just go ahead and lock that off. We'll get everyone out of there soon-ish. What are we doing? Oh, Tezzy. We put a scratching post down for the Tezzy. Gotcha, man. Makes sense. Sounds legit, bro. What we should do is then we put a core. Yeah, get that gold up in here. And we can even get another core on the other side. Yep, get a 4 and a 3 and a 30 gold. That is a beautiful thing to see. Double core off of that. Yeah, it's a good source. It's a good source of stone. More than worth it. Now let's hope we can keep these upright, but we definitely can. This is not a pack as dangerous as it's been. That just got told.
What can I do for
Don't
you,
get the
sir?
iron. Do not get the iron. Do not get the iron. You got the iron, you dumb son of a bitch. Yeah, don't do that.
The world is too
Please.
small.
Oh, God. It's like watching myself cringe. Why do we do that? Do we think we're going to forget about it or something? Oh, Lord.
My rifle is
What a
ready.
waste. What a waste of resources. That makes me sad. Like, legit makes me sad.
Staring at my muscles.
Alright, lock down that space. Oh my god, I can't believe that happened. It's really embarrassing. Alright. Overkill to cover a one-tile
My
space here.
machine is ready.
But again, we're going to go ahead and continue knocking the city down. Like I said, the main gatehouse of the city has been drained. So that's really where the nastiest stuff comes out from what I've seen.
Yes.
Thanatos, you want to go over there?
Better be good.
We're going to use these to... Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. That makes total sense, baby. Yep, get those guys over there. Get them to do some work. Oh, yeah.
Too easy.
Choppy. Says the spider to the fly. Even though the spider shouldn't be talking, the spider's creepy, man. Spider's creepy, man. It's nasty. But anyway, things is rolling. We're doing pretty good. Tezzy Tower gonna come down. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Is that unnecessary Bob Dylan reference? Probably. Long black cloud. Long Tezzy Tower is coming down. Feel like I'm walking on heaven's door. Why am I not knocking? I don't know, because Earth's probably fucked up the lyrics. That's likely what happened. That's okay. Can I kill some more zombies now? Thank you. Very good. Unpause the game. Unpause the game, please. Brilliant. Look at this. Shooting buildings with
Here we
aplomb.
go.
Excellent. So this will be cleared, and this is the 5th city we've had to deal with on the map. Now, if I were a betting man, this is pretty much what I was saying during the game, because I like to use that expression a lot. It's not really annoying or anything right now. It's actually horribly annoying. We're putting that out there as bait.
What do you
We have 2 ballistas ready to shoot anything that gets anywhere near that.
Yes.
You gonna pick up stuff.
Here we go.
You picked up stuff. Why'd you pick up stuff? You're ignorant and foolish, and you should be shot in the face. Hey, there's oil barrels down there too, as you can see. Very cute. What's going on? Well, we're basically flush on resources and we're not doing much. Why are we upgrading eco right now? I mean, why not is the answer, but still, like, there's a lot of things we could be doing, like putting down more oil derricks, making even more cash that way. You have plenty of power, resources, you know, food, worker, like, we should be doing that, and we're not, which is funny. It's funny to me. I get to get another tighten up, which is solid. But yeah, we're trying to get to that 2,000 per turn vibe, really. That's really the most important thing we're trying to get to. So I think that's why we're just going ham on eco.
Let's go.
Yeah, do a little bit of that.
The mighty Titan
Very
is
nice.
here.
We can probably build another titan at this point and not waste the iron. They're about to pick up foolishly. Mills, yes. We're going to turn this into Little Holland. Some more. Get more mills down. Just do it. Just do it nonstop. And have a good time. Yep, put it down. Put it down, put it down. We're out of power now. Obviously, we spammed a lot of housing. We need to spam some farmage as well. But wait, where's the problem? Oh, is it power? It's more power. More. You need more. Put it down. I might have mentioned this before, but if you think Arnold's accent is restricted to English, you are sadly mistaken. I actually heard an interview that Arnold had in German, and he sounds just as doofy in German as he does in English. Apparently, it's some kind of southern Austrian accent that even like German speakers think sounds really goofy. So when he speaks English, that's why it sounds like that. But in German, he's the same thing. Like he was at this interview. This is a massive aside. But he's at this interview, and he's got this very like stately German gentleman sitting there, kind of going, "Ja, diese Abend wir haben die internationalen Moviestar Arnold Schwarzenegger." You know, it's like, yeah. And Arnold comes out, and like, "Ja, das ist ausgezeichnet. This is amazing." You know, it's just like hilarious. It's just German is the same way. Ja, es ist wunderbar. And it made my day, because it was just like, this dude, like, he's a great man. He just really is. Like, he overcame all that random shit. How did Bill Burr put it? He said something like that, with that accent, that some of it should have been unloading trucks in Transylvania. And he's not wrong, but it's just impressive. The dude impresses the hell out of me. So there you go. Minus the whole, shagging your housekeeper. It's not a good look, buddy. Not a good look. Never a good look. Let me rephrase. But anyway, that's the aside while we decide to put down 6 walls in a Tezzy. Now you know. Now you know where my brain goes when we record. Just kind of go like, I remember that Arnold thing. Yeah. I admit the fact that I'm a strange chap. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But 1895 per turn. Good monies. Good monkey. Why? No. Bad. Don't do that. Upgrade those things when you know where the Horde is coming from. Take it from me. Don't do that. Anyways, we're going to use the map clearance opportunity here a little bit. Gonna try to drag in some nasty while the cleanup crew waits. Lady's like, there's only 17 of us left. It's okay, it's fine. You're at full strength. No, we're not.
Fire in the hole.
The way he says that makes me think he doesn't mean hole in the way that you think it means.
Hello.
Have you not killed that yet? Thank you. Now let's kill this. Beautiful. So we've got a little bit of, oh god, the wasted iron. We've wasted like 200 iron so far, I think, from just incorrect pickups, and it is mind-blowingly stupid. Yeah, and now we're like, we should not waste iron anymore. Let's upgrade executors really early. Good job. Ugh. Yeah, but anyway, like I said, if there's any lesson to be gleaned from here, is that one can definitely play suboptimally from a macro perspective and still succeed. I mean, not like totally suboptimally. You can't be like pants on head stupid about this, but you can be pretty close, as you can see from what we're doing, and make out just fine. Or get to this point at least. Yeah, let's not overstate the current state of affairs, shot. But see the sheer number of mills we got down there. Beautiful. I think they're all perfectly synchronized too. Are they? I don't know. Do they synchronize? Is that the animation works? Ooh, get him. He got him. Perfect. Just want to make sure we have our entrances closed off.
Is it tea time already?
You don't have to waste more resources. Why not? Yeah, we're out of iron, which is awesome. Because we just picked it up foolishly. Should definitely be putting down another ballista up there. It's kind of a given. Yeah, go do that. Go do that row. That's perfect. Go right to the trees. Go right to the trees. Or go right to there. That works too. That's fine. That makes sense. Not undo. Why? Oh, we have to get the Titans back. That also makes sense now. Yes, ballistas, please. For God's sake. Do some ballistas. Kind of necessary. Now we need to get all the way to the edge. There we go. Spitters are going to try to eat you alive otherwise. Perfettamente. I'd probably put one more tile over. That overlap is not as good as you think it is. It's not exactly... Ooh, 6 iron. Sun. That's pretty good. Now we get a 5 there. Worth it. Yeah, I would totally do 6 and the 5. As good as we're going to get. Do it. So as you can see, our iron production is definitely winding up pretty good. We're at 28. That's going to be 34 plus 2 more. It's going to be 36. That's almost 40 iron per turn. And then that's going to be 48. So yeah, we're nearly there. Honestly, we're nearly at 40 iron per turn, which is more or less to crank out enough Titans per turn. One per turn. One per income cycle, let's put it that way. So with the supplementary stuff, oh my god, the amount of stuff we're wasting. The oil, I think, honestly, despite it being a really high-tier resource, so to speak, is not the worst thing to pick up, because you're probably not going to use a lot of it as an income, let me rephrase that, as a raw item, but you will use a lot of it for income matters. So getting oil derricks down is important. You know, really avoiding those oil pickups, not as important. It's not that big a deal. So you can totally do that and still justify what you're doing.
Good morning, sir.
I'm trying to break through. Man, they're really pushing on that little wall here. You not get that chewer? You can't get the chewer. Where's that soldier at?
Any orders?
We're on to Rousey's fun, I said. Where's that guy? I have no idea where he is. There he is. Attaboy. Get out here and do some stuff, please. I need you to kill zombies, for that is your function and your goal in life. You know, Arnold keeps coming up again. What is best in life? To see the zombies bloom before you, the lamentations of their moans. You know, something along those lines. No, no one? That's alright. Has anyone not seen the first Conan movie at this point? Like, honestly, as like a cultural touchstone, have you not at least seen that scene from it? I don't know. Tough call. My answer is probably yeah. Some people missed out on that, and I'm sorry for you. Sorry for your lots. Okay. What are we doing now? I think we're just... Oh, you know what we're doing? We're under Mama Ursa's prompting, checking all our walls to make sure that we are covered everywhere. I don't do this enough, and it may seem like just get on with it, but when you don't check and you die, stupid. Feels real bad. Feels bad, man. So take the time, check your walls. It'll make you live longer.
They're so rude.
We're going to keep making a Murder Titan ball here. We're still making mad bank and mad iron all the time. So this is all working out pretty beautifully, all in all. Pretty content with it. Pretty content with it. We're in a pretty good shape to end game. We're going to be able to clear the map relatively on time. Vis-a-vis the final hordes that are going to be coming our way. So all in all, pretty good. We're doing well. We can't obviously sit on our laurels. We need to keep the economy cranking out, because you will need so many resources before this is all said and done that there's no point being like, oh, we're good enough. Let's just, slow down a bit. No. Keep cranking what you're doing. Keep trying to make as much income as you can, because late game maintenance for executors is not cheap, especially if you start spamming them everywhere. So nasty, nasty stuff. And like I said, just because they're expensive to maintain, if you have a weak front or if something...
So much steam.
You're having a little trouble, you're afraid of a horde, like, don't be afraid to put down like a couple. Like, I think we put down a little few too many here, but especially for like the second to last horde, you can put down an executor or two if you're really concerned or you feel like you have a weaker front. But in general, yeah, keep most of the upgrades for endgame between the last horde and the final wave, effectively. So that's kind of one of those bits you can kind of use as a litmus test. And again, do as much as you can on the Titan side. Like I said, if I was more convinced of the Thanatos, I'd probably advise that as well. But I haven't had enough experience with Thanatos to actually enjoy using them. I feel like they're not great yet, but again, I haven't had a giant stack of them breaking stuff. My guess is the reason I don't like them as much is because while touted as a melee unit, they don't really do well in melee. And I think part of that problem and part of the issue I have with that is I don't have enough of them, because you can imagine you can only punch, well, okay, not necessarily true, but the way I'm phrasing in my head, you can only really punch one enemy at a time effectively. So the fact that the Thanatoses are in small groups and you get surrounded by 30 things, that's likely why they go down. I think if you have a big enough pack, maybe I'm theorizing here, you can probably do the damage you're looking for, punch a bunch of zombies in the face effectively, and then not worry about it so much. So it's kind of what I'm thinking. If you get a bigger pack of these guys, they might actually be effective. But like I said, I can't say for sure one way or the other. I don't really have enough experience with Thanatos yet to prove that. I am still pretty much a filthy whore for Titans. So, I guess that maybe is chicken and egg, I suppose. Will I ever prove it if I can still build Titans? And I might be in a situation where I'm going to be forced not to build Titans, so resources or otherwise. Either way, like I said, can't advise Thanatos one way or the other. I mean, if you have a good use for them, you have a good strat, hey, share it by all means. Because I do feel like they're not really good at clearing the map. They're too slow and they kind of get swarmed. But if you think that a large formation of them are good, let me know. And we'll try it out maybe sometime. And I'll be happy to learn something new. So, You know, we're all learning here together because this game is hard. Game is hard, man. Like they are billions is no joke. It's pretty hardcore RTS. Minus the fact you can pause. But I think
Have a taste of my machine.
the way this one is structured,
Oh dear.
unless you're super boss and you really know the mechanics, you need to pause. I think if you learn the stuff pretty quick, and then you want to try that extra level of what the fuck, then you can go ahead and do that. But until that happens, it's okay. Ain't no shame in it. Ain't no shame in it for me, especially when we're putting two heads together. Ain't so good to try and debate while moving in real time. Trust me, it's quite difficult.
Indeed.
Having a conversation without like going like and growling at everyone all the time. So details. So now we got more food, 253, which is, oh my god, those numbers on food look so good to me.
Too easy.
Scary, scary.
Attention.
Yeah, there's so much grass in
Feel
this
the
map. It's so
wrath of
nice.
the Titan.
So much food available. If we need it, just go out and take it. So much room too. My god, the number of mills there. And they're not actually all synchronized. That's pretty cool. They're all individually tracked, which makes sense for, you know, this era and this particular graphic fidelity. But man, I'll tell you what, I do like the look of all them mills. Makes me all kinds of happy. Anyways, what's going on out here? We're talking about how to get more iron, I think, is the goal here. Iron and that gold. Probably going to push out a little bit and lock that area down. If there's a good way to lock it, that'd be great. And we're about to find out. Yep, go ahead and sell that oil. Sell it. Make us money.
At your service.
But the goal here is to get these units up here. Wow. Destruction in its finest form. Here we're like, this is fine. We'll get up there fast enough. I'm not worried. That might be wrong. But it is in range of a ballista, so we should be okay.
Oh, hello.
We just think there's probably a large amount of infected here, so we got to be a little careful.
Let's
It looks
go.
like the snipers and the Thanatos are doing work.
My bullet in the head.
Good times. Good times all.
Attention. Building completed. What?
What? What is going on here? Ain't nobody know that. Ain't nobody know that at all. So let's instead continue to watch shrapnel fly as zombies die.
Excuse me?
Did not intend to rhyme that, but hey, that kind of works.
Here
Kind of
we
get you.
go.
So really what we're doing, we have a
we
stack
go.
of 11 of these big ugly mothers.
Too
And
easy.
you use them to go ahead and clear as much of the map as possible.
Have
And
a
with
taste
about
of my
11 of these
machine.
guys, you're
Completed.
relatively comfortable that
destroy
whatever
them.
they run across, they'll probably be able to kill. And still, you don't want to be completely ham at this point, since there is still a minor risk that you'll run over like the biggest pack in the world, and you'll actually have to pull back a bit. But we didn't quite do this correctly, did we? We can go ahead and maximize this a bit. Get the Thanatos is in here. But we do want to get these two quarries. Every little bit of, hey, look at that. As soon as we build it, they will come. As you see, we've already got spitters coming in, which is going to be a colossal pain in the tuchus. Deal with them, please. What are you doing? Are we having trouble putting this one down? Shouldn't be a particularly difficult decision as to where to go. We could probably put, okay, we're going to put it back there. That'll do, I guess. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I missed that. I thought we were leaving that one open for a reason, but I guess not. Yeah, we're talking about where we're going to put the quarries and stuff, so this is probably fine. Put it. The walls cannot be so close. God, I hate that. You'll see that come up quite a lot, and I still have yet to understand exactly what triggers it. When I'm trying to replace walls with a gate. 60 gold, pretty dope. 4 iron is up there, though. I would totally go for the 4 iron at this point. 60 gold is definitely worth it. I might be able to get one better if we're closer there, but I don't want to get spit on as easily, so
Hello.
I'll try to deal with some stuff here. Spitter's already working on the walls.
My
And these
machine
titans,
is ready.
this is the
Oh
murder pack
dear.
here.
They are attacking
Feel
the
the
colony
wrath of the
defenses.
Where the
Titan.
Titan colony defense is at. Not there, that's for sure. There's a stack of ladies with arrows with the zombies' names. And do zombies even have names? I was going to say, like, the zombies' names on them. It kind of makes no sense. Is that projecting?
Under attack.
Is that forcing
Indeed.
human values upon the zombies? Is that bad now? Is that like a bad thing that we can do? Probably. Someone got offended. Anyway, put a ballista there. Have some fun. That's really annoying. That little canyon there. It's a bad placement for that. Anyways, let's keep going. What do we need? More walls. Now we're going to double up in places here. I mean, this is not a bad idea. The question is, we could probably expand a little further if we wanted to. Kind of take those natural... Ooh, God, I love those blooming explosions. Maybe I should build more Thanatos. I do like the explosions they generate. It does make me happy. Feeds that high explosive urge that I tend to have on a regular basis. So, yeah, you know. All in all, probably not the worst idea. Hey, you guys, put up the walls. Thank you. Yep, it's got to be outside. There you go. Perfect. Pop, 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 pop. I love it. Love it. Gonna eat all that stone. Eat it. Take it. Very good. Now, one would argue, well, we don't know what's back there. Never mind. I was going to say we probably use those trees as a natural border, but again, we're not sure what's out there, so can't go too crazy on that. Put that here. Yeah. What? Oh, the quarry. 4 is the better one. Definitely get rid of that gate. Yeah, I would take that quarry. I totally agree. Totally right decision. Get as much iron as possible. That's critical. It's mission critical right now. That gate needs to not be there. Bad decision. It's okay. Again, I'm not sure how we're going to make that gate through. Probably just leave it like that. Just let it walk by. Oh, really? We're really going to force this? I guess we're going to force the issue. Got some too many walls issues. There you go. God, it's hilarious. I remember that. It's like, oh, you moved the gates, and I got to put 2 walls behind it. Fine. Fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's okay. And we're out of stone for this. That's okay.
The world looks so tiny
And
from up
all
here.
the Titans come back to get the
Good.
stone. This was efficient. Good job, guys. Way to micro. I think this might have been one of those episodes where it was really late at night. We're trying to get a couple more bits in before we had really all pass the hell out. Yep. That's what we're gonna have to do. No excess energy. We need Tezzies. Need Tezzies, as always. One more over, buddy. There we go. Perfect. Do it. Nice. Why haven't we put down a damn ballista there yet?
Good
Mind
morning,
blown.
sir.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Oh,
We're gonna get the iron too.
hello.
Foolishly. Yep. Oh, God. Yeah, that's probably, if I was gonna criticize our play in this one in particular, that's likely what I'd be criticizing the most here. Just a lot of bad decisions on picking up goods that we didn't need to pick up.
Let me put an arrow.
Like I said, I think we're pushing like maybe 160, 200 iron that we just picked up and turned into money rather than leaving on the ground and picking up later for when we actually need it. So bad choices all, in my opinion. Bad choices all. But we do need to put a ballista out there in that corner, so please do that before my brain starts melting. Tezzy's not up yet. Put the damn ballista down. Thank God. Put it down. Just do it before I smack you past self. Like, legit. Past self, you're bad past self. Get in there. Just do it. Fucking do it. There you go. Okay. Now I'm better. Now I can have a sip of beverage and not strangle the screen. Or put my hand through the screen, go back through time,
The
and
world
strangle
looks
my
so
past
tiny
self.
from up here.
That'd be nice.
Let's go. Sweet dreams.
Attention.
Feel the wrath
Just
of
checking
the
something hiding in the thing. It's only a vulture, so we're okay.
Building
Sweet
completed.
dreams.
Corey and Tezzy done. We have no actual income at the moment, but we used all that we could on housing. We've almost got stone houses
A
everywhere.
great machine
So almost up
for
at
a
2,000
great
gold per
man.
turn. We have exactly 40
Let
iron
me
per turn, so
destroy them.
we're
Have
hitting
a
that
taste of
that
my
magic
machine.
number to where you can crank out a
Too
Titan per income cycle, and that's really
Here
good.
we
I keep saying
go.
per turn. It's not a turn-based game, but you kind of understand what I'm trying to say.
Too
That's the way at least I
easy.
phrase it in my head. So yeah, it's kind of like Civ economics. Game changes you, man. Game
My
changes you.
machine is ready.
To its death. Gonna splatter some
Building
brains.
completed.
Such a funny sniper. He talks really in unique ways. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. It's cool, man. Don't block the gate. Just leave it. Just freaking leave it alone. Just leave the gate alone. Honestly, not that important. But that happens. Yeah, paranoia, like I said. This game generates it. 3 walls are too many. 1 is right out. 2 shall not be the number of the count unless thee proceed immediately unto 3. Alright, just get in there. Just do it. And we'll see what we've got up in this direction.
Oh, the infected. They're
Go out.
so rude.
You've got the one zombie there.
Let me destroy them.
Couple, yeah, this is basically going to be more or less map clearance central.
Here
I'm going to try
we
to deal with the
go.
south. Now, the danger with this, while you still have hordes pending,
Sweet dreams.
is that if you have like your
Have a taste of
death
my
ball
machine.
too far
Feel
from your
the wrath
land,
of
so to
the
speak,
Titan.
you might not run back in time for the Titans to do what they
Have
need
a
to do and
taste of
defend your
my
people. So
machine.
bear that in
Too
mind. That
easy.
don't leave them out there for too long. Don't just kind of let them sit. I mean, we're doing work right now, but as the next horde starts coming, you might want to start centralizing it a bit. I don't know if we do a great job of it here, but let's just say that should be a priority for you.
Arrows.
At your service.
I think what we need to start doing is just
My
spamming
machine is
Thanatos as
ready.
one of these games and see what they can do for us, because they seem pretty badass.
Is it tea time
And they are
already?
cheaper in Iron than Titan. So in the Iron poor games, I do think they could be useful. Again, yeah, I feel like I really should have done something with that and really got some Thanatoses up
My machine
at some
is
point.
ready.
But we'll try it out. Kind of
Here
late game
we
strat at
go.
some point. Interesting.
Let
So
me
many options. I kind of like this
destroy
game.
them.
There's a lot of ways to play it. Like for me, e.g.,
I'll try not
I
to
haven't
crush
built
into
anything
them.
resembling a tower like ever, because I think they're a waste of
Sweet
resources.
dreams.
But I know some people that do think they're good. Yeah, there we go. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Is heading into the colony.
This is
Hello.
precisely what I was talking about. So right now we are in the south. That's right, you guessed it, in the south.
Oh,
And we have to get to the north. So this is about as far from anything resembling a defensive position as we could possibly be, and our Titans need to run across the length of the map. I was going to say breadth, but not really. They're kind of in the middle of it, but they might have to loop that to lake a little bit. It's really not good. Like, this is really not good timing for us. So you could definitely get a ballista up there. Another one won't hurt. Probably fine. It's better than getting in that corner. I would put another one in there for sure. Get rid of that. Yep, that's what I would do. Definitely get that ballista in there. You might say this overkill, but it's not. That side is not strong enough. Really not. That eastern, northern side. Like, we're doing this because we're probably not going to expand further north than this as it stands, so building the extra ballistas is totally fine. It's not a waste of energy. And we're not really liking the way this looks. You notice there's wheat kind of inside that area. That's going to get spit on again and get infected again. Like I said, this one taught us pretty hard not to do that anymore. But that is a risk you're going to take. I'm going to put that there. Yeah, I'm going to lose a little food. Like I said, we got farmland to spare, so we can actually afford that. And that could also be a little north, but it's not likely to get that way. It's going to be such a bad thing.
Oh dear.
And of course, the game also backs up at like the most inappropriate times. I think it's also part of the game messing with you.
Understood.
In all honesty, like I think that's really part of it.
Attention.
The executive's like, I'm gonna, never mind. Squish, giant harpoon just owns him halfway through.
At your service.
Yeah, all y'all got to get up to here, because you are gonna be the first line defense before our Titans get here, and that might be challenging.
Oh,
You got a long, long way to go. And think about how many hours this would take to clear through. This colony must be quite large. Because if you think it's simulated 8 hours before the Horde and the Titans move this slowly and the hours keep ticking down, like the Titans really don't move quick. Neither do your people, actually. Are we gonna put down? Don't put down a second executor until you know where the Horde is coming from. Don't. Oh. Yeah. See, we've gotten since these earlier attempts. Mama Ursa and I have gotten much better at this, as far as using the executors for work and good work and how. Beverage consumption continues. I would not do any more executors until we know where the Horde is coming from. I think this is exactly what we're talking about right now. So we can definitely wait on the resource a little bit. We can sleep on it a little. Really going to do that? It's going to cost us in power. It's going to cost us in maintenance. And we're totally going to do it. Yep. Sigh. Yeah, I definitely would not have done that. But alright, whatever. We did it. That's what we decided. We're going to live with it. We're going to stick to it.
Hello.
Let's keep the units moving. See where they're heading. Oh, there's that ballista in the way. Hilarious. We can go up through that way. That's fine.
Indeed.
Yeah, the Titans, like, they basically took 8 hours to get to the borders of our
morning,
colony.
sir.
That's about halfway up the map. That's a good metric to have, actually. Let's see. They are starting right there, so that's fine. Near executor. Okay, that's okay. That one ended up not being a waste.
At your service.
Titans are going to get here pretty quick,
Interesting.
comparatively. Luckily, we have a gate right there, which is absolutely critical. Have interior walls. Put gates down. Don't be stupid. Be useful. Be smart. But that is definitely where the Horde is going to come. Now, luckily, this is a little further from the edge of the map, unlike west. We got a little bit of time before the zombie Horde actually hits us. And now Mama Ursa and I are just debating whether to upgrade this to an executor. It looks like we're going to go ahead and do that. And the reason for that, I think, and the impetus for the decision is that this is a housing district. It's actually not a blank district that's away from housing. So that's a little scary, but it looks like that's going to get eaten alive.
Hello.
So we want to make sure that doesn't happen. That'd be bad.
Let's go.
So basically, the zombies break
What
through
can
the
I
set of
do for
walls,
you,
like
sir?
all the housing is gone, and we have a massive, massive uncontrolled infection running around. And these guys are going to take forever to get there, and that's part of the reason why I'm not a huge fan of the Thanatos stack also because they're just so slow to move. Whereas Titans will get there. Thanatos might not. So you need basically more of them, some on defense, some on offense, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the stack. So again, from a theoretical perspective, that doesn't seem as good. Why are you doing that? Good lord, why are you doing that? I guess we're just extra buffering that up because we're not probably going to expand out of there, and that's fine. Very strange decisions being made. It is always one more thing for the zombies to gnaw on, and that's never a bad thing. We're out of stone. 55 per turn, we're out of stone. Like I said, late game, you will need stone out the wazoo. Okay, we're going to build more stone. Apparently we have a hard-on for that. Why? Particular reason? I don't think that's going to... Well, actually, a tendril might go that way. I was going to say, that's definitely not going to happen, but it may actually happen. You definitely want space for a ballista, so just put it out there. It's fine, you go through there, and we'll decide what to do with it later. Yeah, that's okay. That's enough to have them chew on. That's alright. So upgrading a lot of executors here. I mean, it's not an awful idea. It is something that maybe not be totally optimal, but it is definitely risk averse. Let me put it in a way that's gentle. It is definitely risk averse. That Titan's here. Gonna probably join into the giant Titan crew, I think. Yeah, there you go. So now I got 12 in one giant ball of Titan murder.
They're so rude.
And we'll see what we need to do and where we need to place them. So again, I'm not entirely certain where they're gonna hit. Because again, they're coming directly from that north, but it's kind of a weird north. And why are we doing this again? Oh god. Oh my god. Alright, that's fine. We just really wanted those walls down. They'll be in front of gates, and we need to go out those gates. And I have no idea what we're doing right now. Like, none. I think we're just, you know, we're probably budgeting it because gates are weak. That's probably what we're thinking, but man, some bad decisions. It looks so goofy, right? Anyway, these late game hordes, you can't really mess around too much. Really gonna put another ballista in there, it's not gonna be ready in time. Even if the horde doesn't come there. I mean, even if the horde does come there, I don't know if it'll have to be ready in time, but we're gonna put it down anyway because that is what paranoia demands. Yeah, about that. Like I said, strange decisions sometimes, but this way at least we'll never feel like we really screwed up by not budgeting a particular area. But you see how much executive maintenance costs. 50 gold. So if you don't have the money to maintain those versus 15 for a great ballista, that is more than triple. So yeah, don't incorporate too many of those. Only when you're really, really afraid of dying. Luckily, the north is the north, and it'll be alright. And here I am efficiently placing mills just before the horde comes in. We tend to do this a lot to build tension, and honestly, I kind of do it to piss Mama Earth off a little bit. It's like, wait a minute, we need to precisely place these guys before the horde comes, and I change it. Yes. I remember her kind of losing her shit at this point, and I thought it was funny, and then it was less funny, so I stopped. But actually, we do need to place some more mills because we're out of power. What are we doing? Oh god, it's so funny. Why? Why? I have no idea why. Anyway, we do likely assume the horde is going to come from that rough direction. So if it does split, it's going to come up to that side of the woods, and it's going to come up on that weak side. And it looks like the horde is swinging to the east now quite considerably. There it is. There's the first tendrils of it. Beautiful. So we were not entirely wrong about where these guys were going to come from. And glad we buttressed that. And also put those walls in front of the gate. Scary stuff. But yeah, Banshees are trying to hop the walls already. And now all our Titans are more or less engaged, and we'll be firing soon. As soon as they break through that first layer of walls. We really shouldn't be doing that, because I don't think that's going to matter. But the other units are still kind of moving in here very, very, very slowly. But we are mowing through this basic stuff at the beginning. So wait till the advanced undead come, and that'll be a little more challenging. But those guys up there, totally unnecessary to build 3 executives in that position. We'll use it for endgame. It's not the end of the world. It's not we decided to do this for fun and profit in a different position. Yeah, there we go. Just make sure we target the spitters first. Bingo. Bingo. Good job. See, that's what targeting priority can do for you. There's a perfect example of what targeting priority should do for you. There we go. Now we're almost all engaged. I want to get another Titan up in the firing line. He's having some issues there. Stay right there. Start shooting. There we go. Attaboy. There's a couple of them not doing much. There's like one in the back not doing much. Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to get anything done at this point, just in case they break off, I guess. But we have so much meat in this particular position and so much firepower that I find it hard to believe these guys are going to break through into our housing district.
Not to be hurried.
Are you guys going to be able to fire from their Thanatoses? Yes, one of them can get a rocket down. Looks like he's about to kneel down and shoot some rockets up. Got a lot of money. What are we shy on? Food. Well, that's embarrassing. Man, like, it's funny that in-game, obviously, missed out the fact that we had all this money stacked, all those resources, and should be building stuff with them. Even now, in my commentary, I get so focused on the Horde that I forgot to check what we were doing. So it is really funny. It's definitely a good lesson to learn that, you know, once the Horde is coming, definitely don't get focused on it too much. I mean, definitely watch it, but remember, you have a pause button for a reason. Start building your resources, start doing macro also while the Horde is ongoing. Because your needs for solid macro don't change. Whether there's zombies at the gate or not, you need to keep building out those people, keep building up those housings, and keep getting some wood, because apparently that's what we need. But anyway, keep shooting stuff. Keep shooting stuff. Really? Oh, we totally would not have done that. Totally would not have done that. Totes would not have done that, brah. Totes, no. We are out of wood, so just let it go. 70 wood per turn will be alright. But again, we're kind of melting this pretty well, and it looks like it's kind of fading at this point.
Nice cigar.
I think it is kind of fading at this point, so we can more or less start fading units back. That's hilarious how this goes. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, and so we go. So like I said, a pack of solid Titans will end a Horde with really no muss, no fuss. All well and good. So day 72, Horde has been completed. I think we're in for one more, if I'm not mistaken. One more?
Hello.
One, maybe two more at most.
The infected.
And then we got to start
They're
thinking
so
about
rude.
super endgame. So next jobs here is going to be clearing the map, shoring up our defenses, making sure we have good chokes nearly everywhere, and then bracing ourselves for the pain that is to come. So, from me and Mama Earth, thanks so much for tuning in this episode. I'll see you all next time in this retrospective on our peaceful lowlands journey. Till next time, have a nurse. Till
Hello.
then.
Attention. Building completed.